What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're going to go over all the prop firms I use to profit well over 5 figures a month. Prop firms are some of the most important and beneficial things that a new trader could use. And honestly, back when I was trading and first starting to learn and didn't really know much about trading, it was years ago and prop firms weren't really that popular yet, especially futures prop firms. So we all had to trade by just putting money into our own accounts. Maybe there was some CFD accounts like FTMO and Funder Pro and firms like that. But overall, this new age of prop firms that we are in is so beneficial for you guys because a lot of traders cannot afford to just put a bunch of money into a live account. And believe me, my process and my journey would have been way more accelerated if I could use somebody else's money to trade. Think about that. A lot of you guys don't have a bunch of money to put into an account. What does a prop firm do? It gives you the opportunity to trade with 50, 100, 200, 150, thousands of dollars that you can profit off of, and it's not even your money if you blow the account. What it really is a prop firm is just a firm that offers proprietary simulated money. You buy a challenge account, okay? So prop firms will offer certain account sizes, whether it's 50K, 100K, 150K, 200K, and based on the size of the account, you will pay more of your actual money. So for example, some prop firms will charge like $50 for a 50K account. And other prop firms will charge like $150 for a 50K account. And then you take a challenge where you have simulated demo funds, where you have to make a certain amount of money before you lose a certain amount of money. So if, for example, some prop firms challenges may be an $8,000 profit target without losing more than $2,500. You have to pass that, you have to make the $8,000 without losing $2,500, and then they will give you the count for yourself. Now, you cannot just withdraw $50,000, but what you can do is use that $50,000 to trade off of. So let's say you make $2,200. Your balance now in the account would be $52,200. You could then look to take payouts off of that. So maybe depending on the split and the payout rules, maybe you could take a $1,800 profit, and then the prop firm gets the rest. So it all just depends on what prop firm you're using, how you're using them, and the way you trade. But in today's video, I'm going to go over the results that these prop firms have brought in, as well some of my students and how they use these prop firms, and then I will go over all the prop firms that I am using and why I think you should use them. So without further ado, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the video. All right, guys, so starting off, I actually want to take you guys through my TradeZella trading journal and show you guys my results so you can see that when I use these accounts, I actually do produce results. Now, here's this month's trading so far in December, and it's a little bit smaller of numbers than usual because actually, funny enough, I am using a personal style account. This month, it's December, it's the last month of the year. I don't want to blow all my big prop firm accounts that make me big profits, so I am using a personal style account. So don't worry about this month. But if we look at November, here are some prop firm account numbers, okay? There's this right up there, and as you guys can see, here's all the days. Let's go back to October. Biggest month ever, and as you guys can see, these big days, they account from prop firms. So we'll actually go over all of that, but I just want to show you guys, yeah, these numbers are real. This is what I am doing with these firms, etc. And you can see it goes all the way back to like June when I started tracking these prop firms. Was I tracking them in May? No, I was not. I started in June. But yeah, it's absolutely absurd, crazy, great numbers. Next thing I want to show you is something even cooler. If we look on my Discord here, this is my live trading Discord where I live trade with the students every single day. Here are some of the profits they are doing, and as you guys can see, they use these prop firms. Here's all the alpha ticks, here's MT5, another ticks, another Project X, another Project X, Apex right here, all these Project X's right here, MetaTrader 5, Apex, Apex, you know, look at all these. Project X right there. My students use these prop firms as well, and I'm not giving them to my students who pay me every month just so they can fail. Okay, so trust me when I say these prop firm works. And by the way, if you want to join my live trading Discord where we trade every single morning, link is down in the description. Without further ado, let's get into the prop firms and which ones I am using. So we're going to go over the futures firms first because I feel like those are the most popular this year. I do trade CFDs as well, and I do have some CFD accounts to give you, but let's first go over the futures firms because I feel like these are the most popular these days. For example, right now is Alpha Futures. This is the first one that I use, okay? And actually right now they're running a sale where if you get this 50K standard plan right here, you can get buy one, get one free for the next 2 days. So if you're seeing this video on time, and yeah, you can get buy one, get one free for the next 2 days. So let's go over some of these rules here. We'll start with the 50K because it's probably the most popular one. And by the way, they have all these different plans right here, like advanced, but 0 accounts, as you guys can see right here. This is sick. There's no activation fee. For those of you guys that don't know, a lot of times when you take prop firm challenges, you have to pay an activation fee. You have to activate the challenge. After you pass the challenge, you have to pay $150 to activate the challenge. Well, on Alpha Futures 0 plan here, there is no activation fee. So that's just something to keep in mind. But let's just say we go with the standard plan. You're paying $79 a month to get a 50K standard plan. The minimum trading days is 2. You have to trade 2 days, okay? Profit target is $3,000. So you must make $3,000, but the maximum drawdown is $2,000. So you must make this $3,000 before you lose $2,000 and the account will be yours. Now, the profit split, okay, not on the evaluation, but once you get the account, it is 70 to 90%. Okay, resets are $59. Okay, so let's say you blow the account. Okay, instead of just buying a whole new account for $79, you can just reset it for $59. So it works out. The daily loss card, there is none. Now, the consistency rule, all prop firms will have consistency rules. The consistency rule is something you must follow. So for example, here is $3,000, okay? Let's do this math. Here's $3,000 you need to profit target, okay? The minimum trading days is 2. So what can your consistency rule be? $1,500. You guys get that math? You cannot make more than $1,500 a day when you are trading on the eval. Now here is 40%. It gets less when you're on the qualified account. Now different plans have different consistency rules. See the Alpha Futures Advanced plan, there is no consistency rule when you get to the qualified part. So that's why that's what I said. Go through the prop firms, search out different ones, and find which one works for you. But Alpha Futures is very, very popular, okay? They are running multiple deals right now. If you check the link in the description, as for all of these prop firms I'm going to show you, you will see my discount code. You will be able to do buy one, get one freeze, 10% off, all this good stuff. And I run tons of giveaways in my Discord as well, my free trading Telegram, and that is both down in the description. I give away tons of these accounts to you guys. So these prop firms are awesome, and the same thing here, it's just the bigger the account size, the bigger it goes. So 100K challenge now becomes a $6,000 profit target. Let's talk about copy trading now. With copy trading on Alpha Futures, you can copy trade up to 5 accounts, okay? So the most you can have here is what? 14, 15, and 5 is what? What is that? $600,000? No. Yeah, it's $600,000 in funding. So that is Alpha Futures for you guys. Let's go on to the next one. Next firm is Apex Trader Funding. Now, Apex Trader Funding is personally my favorite because you can copy trade up to 20 accounts. So let's go back to TradeZella right here. As you guys can see, in October, these big days that I was having, 11,000, 16,000, 15,000, those were because I copy traded 10 100K accounts. So I had $1 million in funding to work with. So quickly you can see if you copy trade a bunch of accounts, you will quickly be able to see how much profit you can make. Now, I don't recommend if you're a new trader, you don't have a lot of money to spend on prop firms, that you go buying 10, 20 copy traded accounts. But for somebody who's been doing it a long time, etc., and you want to make big profits like this, go throw in 15 accounts, go throw in copy traded 10 accounts. But actually going over the rules for Apex now, the ones I like to use are the Trade of 8 plans, and I'm sure those are the most popular. I'm not going to talk to you about wealth charts and rhythmic charts ones because I use the Trade of 8 ones, and those are definitely the most popular ones. But as I told you here, I put in 10 100K accounts. So what we can do is wait for this stupid thing to spin to 100K. Here we go. Apex has something called intraday drawdown. So even when you are in a trade, let's say you are $800 in profit. If you let price go down to then break even or something, you just lost money because it intraday drawdowns you even while you're in a trade. That is the only annoying thing about Apex. You have to aggressively trail your stop loss a lot. But with that also comes positives. You can get Apex Trader Funding accounts for as cheap as like $18. A student in my Discord used my code and got like an account for like $22 or something. So yes, Apex may have more frustrating rules. As you can see here, this trailing threshold, it says it right here. You never have to worry about daily drawdown. You can monitor this in live trading. So it makes it sound a little better than it is. It tells you, oh, you don't have to worry about daily drawdown, but yeah, you have to worry about buy the trade drawdown. So do extra research on Apex before you purchase an account with them. Yes, they are the cheapest and you can copy trade the most accounts, but again, make sure you do your research. And the rules are the same as far as alpha futures when it comes to profit target, 3,000 for a 50K challenge, 100K, $6,000 profit, etc. You get the deal. Now, consistency rule for Apex, there is no consistency rule and there is no minimum trading day. So if you can make $6,000 in one day on the eval, the account's yours. So that's Apex. It definitely has an annoying part of it when it comes to the trailing drawdown while you're in a live trade. But it also is the cheapest, has some good payout rules, etc. So make sure you go ahead and follow the rules. So make sure you go ahead and do your own research on Apex before you buy. I recommend you do your own research on any of these before you buy them, but specifically Apex. Next, we are on to the CFD accounts. So the CFD accounts are centralized data. They are not futures data. And essentially what they are is just a little different. They'll be lots instead of contracts. In future, you use contracts. In CFDs, you use lots. So make sure you do your research on that stuff as well. But I prefer CFD accounts actually because they give you more room to work with. The profit targets are more obviously, but you get drawdown more in your favor as well. So you can maintain the accounts for a longer period of time. There was a specific prop firm that I made well over $20,000 in payouts just in a month or so last year, and it was all using a CFD account because they give you long-term opportunities by not having trailing drawdowns, by not having end-of-day drawdowns, etc. So let's go over the rules here. As you can see, there's a 1-step challenge, a 2-step challenge, and a 3 challenge. The most popular ones are going to be 2 steps, but I prefer the 1-step because then you can just get it done. Okay, so as we can see right here, the 100K 1-step challenge profit target is 10%. So it would actually be 10% for all of them. So just when you see these accounts up here and their size, do the math. 10%, 6%, all these percentages will be the same. You just have to do the math based on the account size. So you need to make 10,000. You need to make 10% before you lose 10%, but you can't lose more before you lose 6%, but you can't lose more than 4% in a day. You get unlimited trading days and etc. Okay, you get 80% of your payout. So let's say you pass this account and you get the $100,000 and you start taking trades off of the $100,000, and let's say you profit $1,000. You will get $800 of your payout. The firm will get $200. I hope you guys understand that. Now, as you can see here, it is $497. Now, these accounts are a little more expensive because they give you the long-term opportunity. They give you larger drawdown to work with. They don't have trailing drawdown. Their payout rules are way better. You get 80 or 90% of your payout. So that's why they're going to be more expensive. But in fact, as you can see, even Alpha Futures does payout on demand. It is way better of an option. Last and finally, this final prop firm I use is called Equity Edge. Equity Edge is a great prop firm. I really do like Equity Edge. They're reputable. As you can see, here's all their payout certificates and stuff like that. But as you can see, it is the same exact thing. Let's go to a 100K account. Keep in mind, all the percentages are the same. Just do the math. As you see, profit target 10%. Maximum loss 6, maximum daily 4%. You need to trade 2 days, which is really not a problem. The leverage is up to 1 to 40. But again, as you can see, they are more expensive. But let's go ahead and actually look at this. So this is $526 right now. Type in code JMM as is down there in the description. And as you guys will see, it'll take $157 off. That is absolutely insane. It's not really much to explain with Equity Edge. They're simple, effective, and it's kind of just like Alpha to Capital Group. The futures accounts kind of intertwine with each other, as do the CFD accounts. All these codes will be down in the description so you can get money off just like this, okay? There's no reason you should be paying full price for these accounts when you can get money off using my code, okay? Yes, I make commissions from it. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't make commissions from it. I 100% do. But at the same time, it's win-win for both of us. I make commissions and you're spending you're getting almost a $200 discount on a price. Isn't that absolutely insane? So yeah, you can sit here and argue that I make commission off of it, but look what you're getting. You're getting $160 off of an account. So yes, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got an understanding for what prop firms I use and how to use them. Do not forget that all these links and all these codes are down in the description. please go check some of these prop firms out and do your own research. This is not advice on to just go buy an account and just start making decisions. Do your own research. And if you want access to my live trading room, that is as well down in the description. All these prop firms, the live trading room, it is all down in the description for you to help yourself become a better trader. Again, do not forget what I had to work with when I was learning how to trade. There was no prop firms. There was maybe 2 or 3 CFD prop firms. Okay, so don't forget to take advantage of this. Use my code. All these Christmas sales are going on. Now is the time for you guys to start up to get into trading in 2026. I love you guys. I thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share the channel, and I will see you in the next video.